If you really wanted to.
You want me to talk about that crop top?
If you really wanted to.
Listen, the photo is going to stay sealed, and we might sell it later. I mean, it might be that incriminating evidence that'll cut me down later on in life.
A Hanson OnlyFans.
I need an OnlyFans.
Oh, man, a Hanson.
We trying to make money out here? What's the rule on this podcast? We ain't ever going to make no damn money.
Never, man. Never, man.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's Hold My Beer Hanson. It's the official podcast of your favorite pro wrestler, ass-kicking redneck beer drinker, Hold My Beer Hanson. I'm your host, and I'm joined by my co-host, Handsome Herb.
Handsome Herb in the house. How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen?
And you know what? We got a special guest today.
We actually do.
We got a pro wrestler.
We got a guest.
A guest.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Someone's on our podcast.
We might make money.
No, never. Not again. Ever. It's the dirtiest snake in the grass. The guy that's going to stab me in the back before I make it big. It's the guy that I trust to drive me home at night when we got these long shows. The guy who hates that I pass out after every show. J2 Strong, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you all for having me.
I may have messed up. Yeah, I forgot to mention you're the leader of the Too Strong Army.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
How many members you got?
Man, we rolling about 2 strong, baby.
Too strong.
It's me and my mom, man. She loves me. Love you, mama.
I thought you had like a special covert ops group called Too Strong Special Forces, right?
Exactly, man. See those are the underground, undercover Too Strong Army.
It's kind of like the Green Berets,
Yeah, it's like we sneak into other fan bases, like, you got your John Cena fans. We sneak into there, and then we kind of just slowly pull them over to Too Strong Army.
You're pulling the Cena fans. I'm dead.
Take all the Roman Reigns fans, pull them over here. Daniel Bryan fans.
Thank you for joining us, Jay.
Yes.
Being here, bro.
All right, so thank you for joining us. We're going to have a great episode today. You know what? You need to sit back, relax, crack a cold one, because you're hanging with Hanson. And
Jay, Too Strong.
hey, it's Hold My Beer Hanson. Thank you for joining me on this podcast. It's about a wrestler and his best friend having great conversations about anything they want to talk about, whether it be wrestling or anything that's going on in their lives. If you can follow us on social media and go ahead, like and subscribe the video, share it if you want to. But I would need you to remember this: sit back, relax, crack a cold one, because you're hanging with Hanson.
All right, so what I wanted to know, Jay, and you were telling me earlier that you said this on another show, but we're going to ask this question anyway. This goes to both of you guys since you're both in the business. I wanted to know actually how you guys got into the business, and I also wanted to know why. Why did you do it? Because, you got your story of how you did it, and you got this is the reason why I did it, and I want to know that. So, Jay, what about you?
Before, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you know what I messed up to do?
What?
Usually I'm a professional, and
this is why we never gonna make it a damn money.
I was supposed to talk about what we're supposed to talk about.
Yeah, it's okay. We're rolling, baby. We're shooting from the hip.
This is why we got the fans that love us. They understand we're human.
All
we're
11 of them, baby.
All 11.
Hey, 12 now. You got me.
But back to your question. You said exactly what got us in the wrestling business.
Right, and why did you decide to pursue it? So what got you into it and how?
I'm J2 Strong. I'm second. You first.
Oh, okay. So
what a gentleman. All right, Hanson.
I think it's the gimmick, man.
It's the gimmick, baby.
So why did I love wrestling and want to get into it?
Yeah.
Obviously, the larger-than-life characters, man. I tell you what, Stone Cold Steve Austin is my hero. I mean, I remember watching him as a kid, from birth. As soon as I saw Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he sounded like my dad, he was a beer-drinking redneck kicking ass, He would go in there, drop The Rock, drop Undertaker. He would hit anybody with a Stone Cold stunner and, beat the hell out of his boss. Obviously, that's my hero right there.
So you got into wrestling because of Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Legit. I mean, but you
So
want to
you
talk
saw
about
him and it inspired you so much you wanted to do what he does.
I would say no.
Okay.
Okay. So that's just the borderline hero. I mean, really, that's all I gotta say about that. Because
Okay.
you got a different way of like how you started to love wrestling.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I'm just imagining Baby Hanson, you know, he fake with like a plastic
no,
beer can that has apple juice in there. And
No.
you're not down with that.
No, it's Rude Dog had natural light in the fridge as a kid. Whenever I was a kid, okay. So listen.
Oh, since day one.
Day one, you cracked a few natties, boom. Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! Boom!
Only little kiddie piano. Ting 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 ting.
Y'all are some characters. But
Whenever we get in the car together, it's wild, man.
Oh yes, it is.
But
It
what got
definitely
me in the
is.
wrestling business, pure goodness. I actually saw him at a gym. I was working at Planet Fitness, trying to work out, get lean. That wasn't happening. But, man, Planet Fitness does pizza every once in a month.
Oh man, we need a sponsor. Okay, you shut your mouth about
I'm
that.
not saying anything bad. They got pizza and bagels.
Hey,
Okay.
Planet Fitness, man, you want to sponsor me? I'm just saying, Too Strong.
This ain't about you. It's about me making money, son. All right.
Okay, pure goodness.
Pure goodness. Okay, so I went to this wrestling show at Wild Adventures, and Pure Goodness was in this battle royal, and I thought the man was gonna win. I mean, 400 pounds,
Yeah,
right?
monster.
Big hoss.
Huge,
monster.
right? And then these two little dudes just, beat him. And I'm like, what? I was sitting there with my buddies, and I was like, now how the hell did this big dude right here get put over the top rope by a drop kick?
Listen.
Now, I ain't gonna talk about psychology on this podcast, but there's a few things that I have a problem with. But really, I saw him at the gym, and I said, hey, how do you get into that? Because I would like to do it. I've always been an entertainer. I mean, whether it be art, drama class in high school, guitar. I was in a few bands, right? I mean, it's always been a passion to be an entertainer, and wrestling was right up that alley. And so I asked, hey, who do I talk to? And then boom, he pointed me to Press to Paradise, Spinebuster Wrestling Academy. The story is, I say it on a million podcasts.
Right.
You want to look at it, go to all my interviews.
Oh no! We you can
No,
stay
only
right
this
here.
one, this one.
Oh, hang on.
You want me to tell the whole story? Well, listen, I did the tryout.
You can
Boom,
do the- you can do the
9
quick
months
version.
later, Hold My Beer Hanson hits the stage, tagging up with Proctor Croc and J Too Strong.
Gotcha,
And
gotcha.
boom, I hit Brother Azrael with a rocket kick. 1, 2, 3.
And that's the story. That's how the story
That's
goes.
how it goes.
And then there's that iconic photo.
Iconic photo.
Of Hold My Beer Hanson and my tag team partner clinking beers midair while I'm in the background like, guys, I don't drink.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Jay Too Strong is actually straight edge. I don't hold that against them. I mean, it's real.
That's actually
That's-
commendable.
Yeah, it's commendable. I mean, I don't think anyone should have to do anything.
And listen,
All right.
listen. That means I am the ultimate DD.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
he's the
gotcha.
wheelman.
That's the guy.
He's the
but,
wheelman.
Jay, how did you get into the wrestling business, and why did you pursue
I, for anyone who doesn't know, am a big nerd. A nerd who loves video games.
Okay.
So my first introduction to wrestling was Here Comes the Pain.
it? Ooh.
It was
So
a
wait. You're telling me before you saw wrestling on television, you got the game?
Those are my cousin had the
Wow.
game. My cousin had the game. And I used to play it on him. He was like, hey, you want to see this new game I got? I'm like, man, I'm about to whoop your tail no matter what.
Now, everybody has that cousin, because I never had played Smash Brothers until like middle school, and someone had it and brought it over. And I tell you what, I thought that game was the best game ever. My parents wouldn't get it for me.
Well, we're not going to talk about my cousin.
But
Oh, you mean that
We're not talking about my cousin.
one? We talked about
But
last week.
I do think that is really interesting that you actually you played the game before you even saw a live show.
exactly.
That's insane. Like, my first memories of wrestling was watching SmackDown with my grandma. But continue your story. Okay, so you saw the game.
And I'm looking at these large, like, I'm seeing people like The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio. Yes, I'm going to say the names wrong just to trigger people, by the way. See, those people, I'm like, these guys are cool. Wow, this is amazing. And then my cousin's like, they're real. And I'm like, stop your lying. You childish, stop lying to me. I'm your elder. By 2 months, I'm your elder.
About 2 months.
2 months,
That's
2
how it
days,
works.
2 hours, baby.
That's how it works.
But he's like, no, I'll show you one day. I'm not lying. Didn't believe him. So, but
Stayed
I
over.
did.
You
But
stayed over, didn't you?
I stayed over and I kept playing. I stayed over and I kept playing. I kept playing. I whipped his tail as Brock Lesnar. Just yeet,
I mean, that
throwing
was the
them,
best character
power
in the game.
bombing them,
Yeah, I mean,
F5
really.
on them.
And that was the best wrestling game.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Now you're gonna trigger some people right there.
No,
you know there's
no
universal-
mercy, man.
there's no mercy fans out there that are gonna hurt you.
See,
No,
man?
who cares about No Mercy?
We're
Seriously.
gonna lose viewers.
We
All
ain't
two
never
of
gonna
them.
make any damn money anyway.
All two of them.
Okay, so you got the game. How long was it between the game and actually seeing the product?
I want to say like a few years went by of me just
Few
playing
years?
it. Yeah, because I didn't believe him. It was like this because I want to say Mondays I was either playing basketball as a kid and never really out watching TV that long. When my parents told me, "Hey, you gotta go to sleep," or on Fridays, Tuesdays, whatever day was.
When
on,
it came on, you were already gone or asleep.
Exactly.
Okay,
So I
okay.
never got that. So this is 2 years of me playing the video games and all that. And I remember my first, like I'll never forget, my first introduction to actual seeing these guys in real life was I was channel surfing. I want to say it was a SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm clicking for like, you know, like that image where it's like it's 1 second, but in your head it slows down.
Right.
I click. Next thing I see is Big Show holding Rey Mysterio on a gurney, whacking him on the turnbuckle.
Wow.
Yeah,
I click it back.
man.
I'm like, wait, what? Ray? Click.
Like he's real?
Mama, come here, check this out.
Wow.
So I'm looking at this, and at that point, I'm like, oh no, they're real. They're real. I can't let my cousin know this.
I can't let my cousin.
The first day,
That is
even as a
hilarious.
kid, I'm like, my image.
Yo, kids are hilarious, yo.
So I fell in love with it. Oh, at that point, I'm like, oh, I love this. It's even better than the video games. Like seeing all these stories and like what all this stuff. I'm like, wow, I am just intrigued. Then I end up showing like years ago down the line. I want to say it's like 09, 08. No, yeah, it's Battle vs. Raw 09 just came out.
Okay.
So I have a friend named David who still love him to this day. He wanted to go to the army.
Okay.
And I remember just one day we were just like kids just shooting a gun. And he was like, hey, what do you want to do when you grow up? Oh, I wanna be in the army. I'm like, what do you want to do? I want to wrestle.
Did you ever consider joining the Army, Hanson?
No.
Like never?
Listen, I got family that joined the army, bro. No harm, no foul. I don't listen. I respect those that do. It just ain't for me.
Gotcha. I never considered it either.
That's
I did.
That's
I
all I'll
almost.
leave it at.
I think a lot of people do. You know, you gotta think about the recruiters. They're always hanging out around the schools. You know, so obviously everybody gets confronted about the
No, it's all the-
opportunity.
When you
like-
scored as low as on the ASVAB as I did.
No. Actually, I was like, I passed my AdVab. I done like everything up to that point, and I was like, you know what? I was literally just one shuttle away to just being like not sworn in, but people say like, yeah, there's no turning back.
Right.
It was like the night before, and I'm like, do I really want to do this for me, or just for my parents to think I'm going to be good in life?
Right. So at this point, did you already want to be a wrestler? Was that already
Yes,
a
like in my
passion?
head, I was already wrestling at that point.
Okay.
So,
take me back to how you got started there. Like, how did you get into it?
What was
What was
who
the
got
moment?
you in? What got you in? How did that situation happen?
Okay, so it goes back to me and my friend David that night playing video Spider vs. Raw 09. We was talking, it's like, okay, I want to be in the army. All right, I want to be a wrestler. And then I want to say it was that thing where the storyline was John Cena and his military friend.
Yeah.
So
I
we was
remember.
like, you know what? This is going to be us.
Wow.
I'm gonna go into WWE. I'm gonna make it big in wrestling. Go WWE, do a tribute to the Troop show. You're gonna be there. Because at that point my favorite title was, and it's number 3 now,
Which was?
the United States Championship, and I was gonna win that with my friend Joe. Like I was gonna be wrestling 1-on-1. It had like some bunch of bad guys, you know, bunch of bad guys gonna be around the ring, keep trying to screw me out of the title. My friend was gonna jump the barricade. He was gonna knock all of them out. I was gonna hit my finish, get the 1, 2, 3, and separate with my friend.
Oh wow.
So that's what we made a promise I'm not good with math. Everything's 2 to me. So if you want to do,
Everything's 2 to me.
How many twos ago?
man, it was almost 10 twos ago.
Oh my God! How many
I was like 10,
ago?
11 years ago.
Wow.
So,
how many twos ago?
10, 11 years ago. So I made that positive. Ever since then, I still have. We promised each other with we got each other these coins. Actually, we have 2 little rings. I actually have that little necklace I always wear.
Yeah.
He gave me that, and I gave him one, and that's kind of like a little thing. It's like, hey, keep following your dream until once you get it, we're gonna break it, and then we'll make it into something different. So that's what really feels like. You know what? I'm going to achieve my goal. Because, after a while, I kept in touch with him. He moved down to Pennsylvania. He's actually in the Marines now.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, okay, he's keeping his end of the bargain. I need to keep mine.
Gotcha. So who did you meet that taught you or trained you?
My first trainer was actually one Tommy Dane from EPW.
Oh, wow.
So I started training at the age of 13.
Insane Tommy Dane.
Wow.
May I add?
Wow.
My first sight of this man was he came out and he was just throwing chairs at this man named Logan Steele in the ring.
Wow.
Logan Steele was wearing this bathrobe.
He was wearing a bathrobe.
He was trying to wear a Ric Flair robe, but we already know
It was a bathrobe.
But Jay Too Strong was on that show too. Actually, this is one of the first shows I saw. Jay Too Strong, your first gear. These little white.
Oh no!
What was it? No, I got it. I got to know what did he wear.
He had these little silver trunks that looked like basically they were tiny whities at that point.
Tiny. It was silver trunks. It didn't have Too Strong on there. It had JMS on the back.
Oh my God!
Because I wanted to be called JMS for a while before Too Strong came in.
How long in between JMS and Too Strong? When did you become Too Strong? How many years? How many twos?
JMS was as a kid until 18.
Wow.
Because for my head, I'm like,
that's an alter ego at that point.
Then again, my character in the 2K, not the Raw vs. SmackDown games, the preloaded names, it was the Beast since I was a kid, dude.
No, it was like
because that was the ring of
because you could never get your name.
Yeah, you want to get your name announced, so you're like, okay, which one of these names actually can I use for my character?
So you don't want to beat the Maniac. Back to you, Jay. Back to you, bud.
Oh, memories.
For the longest time, I just called myself. I knew my whole game was gonna be I'm the best, JMS, the best. And I was gonna be just really annoying heel. JMS is the best. What? I was gonna make a really bad music theme song. I wanted to be that annoying type of heel that was like, I'm ready for him to get punched in the face. I was gonna come out singing like, JMS is the best. What? JMS is the best.
The job as a heel,
JMS. I mean, I'd like to punch you. I mean,
listen, I want to punch myself sometimes. So, no, it goes on to 13, and actually, the name they wanted to give me was at 13 because when you're small, you're dumb, so you go off the top rope a lot. So.
Yeah.
They wanted to call me Flying J Smooth.
Oof.
I'm not sure. Yeah, thank goodness.
Hey, we'll leave that one up to the fans.
Yeah, we're just
all 11 of you. Jay, what?
Flying J Smooth.
Flying J Smooth. Should you just go ahead and change it now? I mean, really.
You know what? We're good on that. We're going to talk about some wrestling.
Let's go ahead. But yeah, we're talking about wrestlers here. But you know what we talk about? I know you love a certain wrestler, right? But the topic is favorite mid-card wrestler today.
And why is it not R-Truth? He's the best.
Is he mid-card? I thought he was just undercard.
R-Truth is the card.
R-Truth.
He is the card.
He is the card.
This man loves R-Truth.
Listen. R-Truth is the
Wait, that's your legitimate answer?
The R-Truth is legitimately my favorite. I'll tell you this. What makes a good mid-card is someone you can send out any part of the card or any person in the match, and he will instantly get over with the crowd. He comes out, and when you hear that, y'all know what time it is, the crowd, you react to him, it's like, oh, it's R-Truth. We actually like R-Truth. They always cheer him on.
I understand what you're saying. They actually like R-Truth. It's not one of those, cheer for me because I'm the good guy. They actually like R-Truth. And I agree.
And I tell people, R-Truth, listen, if I got to the point, I'm only an R-Truth guy, I am okay with that because people will give him so much because oh he gets all this stuff, but he's the thing, he's been given so much stuff that any other guy was given to it, they would have killed him. But R-Truth, remember that long streak of time where everyone praised R-Truth for the 24/7 title.
I mean, that's kind of still going on.
Oh, I love him. Even before that, I felt I think I really started falling in love with R-Truth when he turned heel. When he turned heel. Oh, he was so cool. He got over an imaginary friend. And I tell you this, if Chris Jericho got that over, people would praise him like a god. When R-Truth got over an imaginary, he had people taking pictures with an imaginary. He was like, hey, I want to take a picture with little Jimmy. If that's not impressive, tell me what it is.
That is actually hilarious.
When we bring that up.
I need to comment on his Chris Jericho statement. R-Truth cannot wrestle as great as Chris Jericho can. Well,
no,
okay? There's levels to this, but you know what? I get what you're saying.
I will tell you this. I've seen R-Truth, and he's still doing the stuff he was doing when he was K-Crush. Okay?
Yeah.
Chris Jericho is doing not as much right now, right? But R-Truth, listen.
What?
Have you watched any of the recent product? Have you watched any of it?
AEW?
Have you watched any?
You talking to the AEW guy?
Did you watch Fyter Fest?
Yes, he wrestled against Orange Cassidy.
Okay.
So
what acrobatics did Chris Jericho do compared to? Because Chris Jericho used to be a cruiserweight.
Watch your mouth.
Chris Jericho used to be a cruiserweight, baby.
Watch your mouth, Hanson.
Yeah, I know you're gonna defend the GOAT.
Ding, 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 ding.
But R-Truth is still doing the craziest stuff.
Man just said right there.
R-Truth is still doing the craziest stuff I've ever seen in my life, still to this day. And the man, how old is he?
He's
almost 50.
Yeah, almost 50.
Yeah. Whereas, I'm just saying.
Okay,
but we're gonna talk about my mid card now.
Right. I do not disagree with Jay's opinions on R-Truth. Mm-hmm. I think R-Truth is awesome. But he is not Chris Jericho. But yes,
you're right. Chris Jericho is a main eventer. What I'm saying is he got over. He's a 5-star, 3-star talent.
Okay, you know what? I understand.
He is the GOAT of the mid card. You got your Chris Jericho. He's the GOAT of the 5-star wrestler. R-Truth, GOAT of the mid card.
Gotcha. I agree with you.
Now here's where I took it when you sent me this. The problem is. My boy, right now, I have 2 in the WWE that I love.
I think I can guess who it is.
Who is it?
Aleister Black?
Oh, well, because he hasn't won a belt, right?
Right, because he's still technically mid-card.
But he's still getting pushed to the moon, and he hasn't lost anything. So it's just he doesn't really lose. There's some things that happen. The match gets thrown out. So
it's always shenanigans.
Yeah.
He's never lost
he's protected, and I love it because, it's my boy right there. But if I'm going to say another guy, I'm going to say Baron Corbin on mid-card.
Wow.
He has won belts. He's also, he's been mid-card.
People
and also, he can be thrown in the upper card, too, with a main event guy. And he's a good heel. Even on Twitter, he talks trash. I know that a lot of things are going to be said, but Baron Corbin does get heat, no matter what.
That's Baron Corbin, I did not expect you to go there.
I actually like Baron Corbin.
Wow. I just want to say I didn't expect that.
He's with Baron Corbin. I don't consider him a mid card guy for some reason.
What do you consider him?
Upper mid card. When I think of mid card, I mean that guy who he's not going towards the main event at all. That's my definition of an upper. That's a level 4 character. You got your 5-star.
I get what you mean, Jay. You're saying that Baron Corbin will one day become a main eventer or can.
It's he's on that you get the 5-star, you got R-Truth, perfect 3-star, and then you got that 4-star.
Do you think he's gonna take the longer burn like Triple H did, just a longer burn? I was just
about to ask y'all that because I was thinking about he's been in WWE for how many years now?
About what
5,
since
6?
It's been about 8 now.
Has it?
Dude,
yes.
There's no way.
He was in Balor NXT, so it's been about 8 years.
Really?
When is he going to reach? When do you speculate that he'll be in that main event scene? And I'm not talking about in the main event scene for one feud and then back to the mid card. I mean, Seth
personally,
Rollins.
I see with how safe Baron Corbin's moveset, and he's not doing anything stupid. I see Baron Corbin at wrestling for at least 20 years in WWE.
Oh wow! So when will he hit that next level then?
Don't know. Triple H had a long career. We'll have to see.
Gotcha.
But Triple H had he was in the Attitude Era, but he didn't hit his stride till Ruthless Aggression.
Yeah, Ruthless Aggression.
He was
1990.
He was from the 90s. He was just doing his thing. He was upper mid. He was like a Baron, right?
Yeah, 1999. Like 1999.
Yeah. But guess what? They
97.
weren't really upper. They were upper mid.
What are you talking about? They helped win the mundane.
Listen, they did help. They did go to WCW.
Listen, DX won WWE.
Okay,
We
so
all
look,
know
that's
that
to be
DX
respectful.
won.
But really,
But
then Triple H is the ultimate winner because he's actually the boss's son. So I mean, hey, but hey, if y'all want to give me a shout out, I love you, WWE.
I'm just saying, WWE.
How y'all feel about what this man just said?
Okay, but actually, I'm gonna talk. What's your favorite mid card in AEW? Because there's multiple companies now. You can say Orange Cassidy.
I'm saying this Orange Cassidy as a mid.
There's no reason to not say Orange Cassidy.
Listen. I can say Orange Cassidy as every card, every level.
Every level.
Except for bottom. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of every level. Like 5-star.
You just got major heat with someone we know.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Does it matter? No.
No. I got.
Actually, I will say Lance Archer at AEW because he hasn't won a belt, but he's that big man that can be put in those spots to kill people.
Can I change
And
my
also
answer?
because we actually had to go fight the man, and
I was about
I
to
have
say,
major respect because if I don't say Lance Archer, guess what? The man might come kill me.
Who would you change your answer? Who else?
Does
Who else?
MJF count as a mid card?
You know what?
He's not there. He's not in the main event I would say by choice, by design, on purpose.
Yeah.
He's trying to fill out that mid card scene. So is Cody Rhodes actually.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, again, Cody Rhodes that level 4.
Mid-card.
Yeah, they're trying to make the mid card not be the quote mid card unquote.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shit. Either way,
I think it's working.
I want to face Cody Rhodes. Hey, you know what? I want to face Cody Rhodes for the TNT title.
That would be amazing.
And right before I do that, Jay's gonna stab me in the back.
Exactly, I'm stab him. It's like, hey, somebody driving you to the thing, like, yeah.
Crashes the car.
I'm sorry, Hanson's in the hospital. He couldn't make it.
Stop foiling your own plans.
Y'all are so silly. Okay, I'm moving quickly. I would have said Shinsuke Nakamura at one point in time. I would have said Dolph Ziggler if he would have won the Royal Rumble, but I'm gonna say The Miz.
Okay.
The Miz, I am going to go out my way and say he is a Hall of Famer, a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And he makes the mid-card watchable for the WWE. Baron Corbin, not trying to crap on him, I don't feel like he makes it watchable. Like, I think he has, real life, I don't want to see you hit like The Miz did back in,
X-Pac
or whatever. He got the, I actually don't want to see this guy on my TV screen heat. Not saying he's a horrible wrestler. I think he's awesome.
I can understand that.
But
yeah.
The Miz, I think, is the perfect mid-carder. He's consistent, and like I said, at this point, he's a Hall of Famer.
Who would you put in AEW on the mid-card? Or who you favorite?
I would say Orange Cassidy as well, or Cody Rhodes or MJF.
Okay.
But let's not just only talk about them. The guy you named Lance Archer, he's with Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like him, and I like the guy Taz is bringing in as well.
Brian.
I just like the idea of how they're utilizing the legends.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it.
Instead of using a legend to kill.
They're actually usually like, hey, I know I used to be the guy, but this is the guy who's going to be the new Taz.
But it's a weird thing.
Jake the Snake is just as tall as Lance Archer.
He is. He is.
Back to what you said.
But I'll say because it's weird because one or two things can happen when someone's paired with a legend. Either A, that legend can actually get over the younger talent. Because, let's say, with Evolution, you had Ric Flair there and 3 younger guys. It's they helped get Randy Orton and Batista over that. But then you also put a legend and I hate to put my boy in this sentence, but Bob, yeah.
Don't do it.
I'm not saying it.
Just put an acronym in there.
No, who's with Darren Young? Who's with Darren Young?
Oh, you mean like Bob Backlund?
Yeah, Bob Backlund.
Okay.
Bob Backlund.
Yeah.
You have them, and it's like you put him with a legend, and it's like it didn't quite hit, or there's more examples of being teamed up with a Hall of Famer. And
what about Ted DiBiase? Was it his dad managing him at one point, or
yes, he was.
Actually, I think he fully, or was it for a feud?
It was for a feud.
Okay, see that's I wouldn't consider that manager. I think when I say manager, I say through multiple feuds this is my protege or associate, and I'm managing him. A feud, I wouldn't. I mean, technically, yeah, he was managing him.
So would you call AJ Styles and Ric Flair?
What do you mean?
Remember back in Impact or TNA, whatever they used to be called.
Right.
AJ Styles was mentored by Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make him a new.
I feel like everybody was mentored by Ric Flair.
I'm just saying.
His Ric Flair. Everybody was like, I was Ric Flair this week or whatever. I don't know, man. I love Ric Flair, man. I love Ric Flair.
We're not doing that today.
We're not. 29 minutes in? No, we're not doing it.
Oh, no. Next time we come back, the best promo, and I will do it beat by beat.
No, you won't, because I will.
We'll do it together.
No, you won't, because I will.
No, you won't.
And I really will.
All right, so now
I wanted to know something else about you guys, moving on from good old wrestling. What do you guys hope to improve on, inside the ring or out? What are you guys working on right now? What are you trying to accomplish, in the ring or out? I want to know. We want to know.
Me, majorly, I want to stop second guessing myself.
Interesting.
That's a big problem that I personally have. Like,
what do you mean?
So I have a bunch of, I'm not gonna say good ideas, because not every idea is good. Most of the time is really bad idea, but I have these ideas for videos that I would love to do. Ideas like I think one of the ones that I even thought about even putting out was the J2 Strong versus coronavirus.
Interesting.
I was like,
oh yeah,
what an interesting name for a video.
That video was actually pretty good, not gonna lie. We worked really hard on it.
Do we need to spoil it? Because, if you guys made it already, do you want to release it?
It's already released.
Oh, okay. Well, explain for the people who have not seen it so they can go see it.
Power Rangers meets Dragon Ball Z.
Meets pro wrestling.
Yes.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds interesting. Look it up. J2 Strong.
On his Facebook. There we
on
go.
YouTube, too.
On YouTube? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Under the Too Strong Army banner.
Right after the podcast. Look it up. What else are you working on? So you're trying to stop second guessing yourself. Would you consider yourself a procrastinator?
Be harsh on yourself.
And what do you mean by second guess? Because if you released the video, what do you mean? At what point did you second guess yourself?
I'm a person who's anytime I see myself, let's say, I've cut a lot of promos, and Hanson can agree to this, that he's even helped me record, and I will get to the point where it's I will cut the promos. I feel like it's good. I feel like, I did everything I was supposed to do, and it's as good as it's supposed to be. But, I will go back and I'll start editing it myself. Because when stuff Hanson helps me edit it, and then whenever he's not doing it, I'll do it myself, and I'll look at it back, and I'm like, oh no, I don't like that. Oh no, I don't like that. And then I will get it done. I think I have a whole folder full of just promos that I finished making.
Wow. And
then I just have not released it because I'm like, none of these are as good as I wanted them to be. And then I'll be second guessing myself oh nope, they can't see that. That's too bad. I'm not going to release that. And then I'll just X-nay it. And then for a while I'm like, oh no, maybe I'm not good at cutting promos anymore. Oh no, maybe.
The thing is,
most of the time people are their own biggest critic.
Well, I'll agree with that. Really, the man cuts good promos. I was a fan of J2 Strong before I was a wrestler. Now I can't stand his guts.
That's two of us. Oh my god.
So the deal is, Jay cuts good promos. He's a good babyface. He does a lot of things that he needs to do, and he does it well. The second guessing thing, I can understand it. But
have you ever been like that with any of your content or product?
No. I'm going to say this. The only thing I've ever second guessed was the things that I worry about other people's opinion. But then again, you're also got to understand in this wrestling business that it's not their opinion you got to matter about, but think about the business sense. If you're out there and you're creating this content, like right now, we're cutting this podcast. People are listening. People are going to say, you know what, I'm going to share this guy out. They love this guy. They're
all 11 of them, we love you.
All 11.
Double digits, baby.
Hey, 12.
Sound
my mama counts.
Sound off in the comments, all 11 of you. And each of you will get a thumbs up from me. So the deal is, this year I kind of want to just work more promotions and find financial stability. That's a shoot right there.
That's a shoot.
You know me, I'm broke as hell all the time.
We need more money. That's why we're trying to get this podcast off the ground.
I need more money. And to be honest, yeah, we need to make some money on this podcast, but we ain't ever gonna make no damn money.
I don't ever see it happening.
Do I ever second guess the stuff I do? Sometimes, but it's mostly during the process of creating. I make promos, I make these stupid videos, and everybody loves them. You know, Hold My Beer Hanson, he's out there, he's doing everything he can to just be out there in the spotlight, because if you aren't in the light, you're forgotten about.
Exactly. That's actually one of the things that I really respect about you, man. Because, like, we're getting into it, so it's not even the creation parts. Like, I will create it, and then I will know exactly what I want, what angle I want, do all this stuff. It's the idea of putting it out there. I'm like, you know what? I could have done 10 times better if I would have done this. That's what always kills me. So for me, like, he's saying he's looking up to me for stuff like with video stuff. I'm looking up to him like, God, he can just do that. He can just, put it out there and just like, you know what? People are either going to love it or hate it. For me, I'm like, oh no. Because if I don't like it, I always feel like the people who watch it isn't going to like it.
I think it's not only the personality when it comes to Hanson. I think it's also the confidence. Just the belief in yourself that you can do whatever. I think you got a lot of it too, Jay. Even apparently, even though you second guess yourself, which I didn't.
Oh no, I got a lot of confidence.
But I don't think you guys really need to second guess yourself, because when it comes to creating any content, whether it be a podcast, a video, wrestling, a new moveset, et cetera, just the belief in yourself will get you to where you need to go.
I think that comes from the dynamic between, I'll say, us three, the three amigos, because Huckabee calls us this. So it's me, Proc, and Jay riding in the car. So it'll be this dynamic. You want to talk about how people act? So Jay, how do I usually act whenever we're going to events? It's like, am I the first guy in the door and I'm just going head on without knowing what to do?
No. If I had to say in a row, it's it would be me first walking in and be like, all right, what's up? What's happening? And then afterwards, once I realize what's happening, that's when I start thinking.
Yeah.
And then you have Proc, who will think about it until we get to the show, and then once he's done once he has all the information, he's ready.
He's overloaded as well.
Yeah.
I love Proc, but also, he kind of like, once everything starts overloading for him, and then once it's over, he gets on the come down. The come down is what gets Proc.
Yeah.
I love him to death, but whenever we get done with the show, man, I tell you.
And then Hanson over here, go ahead and tell him how you is.
All right, usually I just walk in head first, don't even know what I'm doing. I don't care about what we're doing. I don't really care to ask the promoter what I'm doing before I get there. Because a million things can change before we get
Exactly.
Me and Jay are riding in the car. Me and Jay will have a million things we're going to talk about before we even get there. And we ain't even worried about a match. I ain't going to talk about what I'm doing that night. I mean, I'll have a plan in my head about maybe what thing do I want people to remember. How am I going to try to kill myself in that ring tonight?
Exactly. So it's been like on the road, me and Hanson were just like, we just shooting the breeze like, hey man, it wouldn't be stupid if this thing happened. And it's like, we all go in there, we don't think about that match at all. It's like, we was like, you know what? Because we'll find out when we get there.
Right.
Because like, why worry about it right now when we can just get to the show, find out everything we need to know, and you're done with it.
Usually, so Proc comes down on the aftermath, and the Jay is not really worried about anything beforehand. I'm not worried about anything before. Usually, my problem is mid-match.
Interesting.
Because, everything will be all hunky-dory, right? And I'll be like, once we get out there, the energy's in there, my brain goes gone, right, homie? So here's what happens. If the match is great, the match is great. But also the match can crap on it. So, I'll go out there. Me and this guy will talk this match over. It sounds great in my head. We're talking. And then here we
classic.
go.
Sounds good in my head.
We go out there and boom, something happens. I have a brain fart, or the other guy maybe trips over his own feet. We sit there and we cover it up. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows. None's the wiser. I'll get into the back and I'll be like, man, I don't know what.
And no, here's the thing. And it always like this. Anytime he does something wrong, the fresh person he's gonna see.
And I'll look at Jay. I will dead ass look at Jay. I'll look at Jay in his eyes. I'll say,
"Sorry, hit the table."
I'm sorry. Don't mention that. So I'll look dead at Jay and I'll say, "Yeah, I know."
I'll just come in here. I'll give him a nice bro hug. Be like, man, you did good. You know what you already did.
He'll comfort me, right? But I already know what he's gonna say to me in the car.
Y'all are silly, man. Y'all are like bros over here. Look, Okay, so that's what you guys are working on inside the ring. So what are some things you're hoping to improve on outside the ring? Like, for me, I don't wrestle, but I would like to get back in the gym more. You know, I'm trying to build my figure a little bit, you know.
Wouldn't we all, though?
Yeah.
Yep.
I want me a 2-pack.
Another thing I'm really trying to get into, which I am into, but I want to, like, dive a little bit deeper, is, like, yoga. You know, like, ooh, yoga, whoa.
Namaste.
You know, there's an app for that called DDP Yoga.
There's an app for everything.
They're not a sponsor, but if they want a sponsor, let me know.
Please.
Nah, hit me up though.
I want to hit the gym more. I want to eat healthier, which I have been doing, but I have been eating healthier. But the gym, I have not been to the gym. Obviously, COVID. And
but you got a root beer here today, and you want to talk about eating healthy.
I also have this Fiji water provided by my man Hold My Beer Hanson. If you want to sponsor us, Fiji, I love your water.
You're out here trying to make some money on this damn podcast.
But yeah, so I want to go to the gym more. I want to get more into yoga because yoga after hitting the weights feels amazing. I don't know if you ever did yoga after hitting the gym, but it's amazing. It's good to do it before, but I love doing it after.
Not after hitting the gym, but I've done it. It's really
It's
good.
fun.
I didn't know you could sweat from breathing.
Yeah.
And stretching.
Yeah, because
you haven't met me then.
Right, yeah. Well, I don't even want to know, Jay.
this man can sweat getting out of the car. Okay?
Oh my goodness. You are sweating, aren't you?
Yes, and it's like, that's one thing I hate about myself. It's like I will sweat on any situation. It's like I remember it was like 30 degrees outside. I'm out here sweating, just what's up? And people will be looking at me, man, you out of shape. No, it's bad genes.
But yeah, first off, okay, maybe you should work on that outside of the ring. I want to hit the gym more, eat healthier, do yoga, healthy things, get the podcast off the ground, be more active, and be a better person. But what about you guys? Anything?
I like how you said that. Because you know what? I want this podcast to grow.
What are some things that you guys want to improve on this year? Write it in the comments or hit us up on our Twitters. We'll tell you our Twitters at the end of the show. But what were you saying, Hanson?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I want this podcast to get off the ground, start taking off and things go great. We maybe make some money off this thing.
Maybe.
I'll start an OnlyFans if y'all put me enough photos on there.
Hey, man, I got some photos. Listen, guys, you guys want some photos.
Answer the question. What are some things you guys are trying to improve on
outside of the ring?
Yeah.
Financial stability. Hitting the gym, of course, is going to be a thing.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
I ain't going to say maybe on it. Yes, it's a thing I need to do.
Okay, you know what? I like the confidence. What about you, Jay?
You see, my main goal is to blow up and act like I ain't know nobody.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
But
the ego on this guy.
You heard it here, folks.
Remember, my main goal outside the ring is to stab him in the back.
Whoa.
Mr. Hold My Beer Hanson, dirtiest snake in the grass, that's me.
Whoa, it's getting dark in here. Okay. So I wanted to know, since you are a guest on the show, we talked about Hanson and what he has going on last podcast. I would like to know what do you have going on in your wrestling schedule? Do you have any upcoming bookings? Do you have any plans or anything that you would like to, would you like to do if you don't have any bookings? What's your goals before the end of 2020?
It's actually weird because we've actually
cut a promo.
Cut a promo. Well, let me tell you something, bro.
Oh, okay. Get into that, J2.
You got a match coming up on the 15th. I made the flyer, but I didn't make the main flyer, but I made the one with
we
you
got
and
a
your
match
opponents.
August 15th. I ain't gonna say their name.
No, you need to say their
name. I ain't gonna say their name.
Listen, because then their fans will come watch, and then I can know. It's the undeniable.
The come watch.
Now, listen. You got the undeniable Shane Marks and Brian Blaze, and Matt Hagens as their manager.
That dirty.
You and your boy. You and your boy, the Croc Johnson.
Listen. We just cut. Listen, what me and Proc do, we cut the news on you.
Okay.
We put the news on you. You know why? Because that butt whipping they about to get. We're just gonna give them a heads up for it. Okay. We're gonna be like, all right, this is what's gonna happen. Actually, one second. I'm gonna pull out my book right now. My great book, The Too Strong Strategy Guide. No, I'm gonna give them a part 2 news on this one. Undeniable. Here's the first thing that's gonna happen. The bell's gonna ring, and all of a sudden, one of your tag team partner number 1. Yeah, I'm not gonna say the names. I'm gonna pull them numbers. I'm J2 Strong. Bell's gonna ring. They're gonna blink for 1 second. When they open their eyes, the bell's gonna ring again.
How many twos is that?
That's 1. 1, 2, plus another 2, plus another 2.
Oh,
6 seconds.
That.
3 seconds to kneel. 3 seconds to win. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Over. Finito. Settle.
I love it. Yo, I'm going to use that so much now. I love that. You know what this reminds me of? How many twos is that? Option C.
Oh, no. We are not going to talk about that.
Yo, we're going to say that. We're going to talk about that one of these days, man. Option C, man. That is,
But to be honest with you, what I've been up to, it's other than wrestling, we've been hit up with by some people,
All right, you want me to give the rundown?
Yes, give me some rundown.
Listen, because I think I do most of the business.
Listen, guys. I'm Hanson here is my business manager, as long as my friend. See, we gotta manage each other, but
yeah. You know, I keep my nose. I keep my nose to the grindstone so much that I look like Ghost Rider. So here's the deal.
Damn. I hope y'all caught that.
Yeah.
That image.
So Bryce Cannon, you know, he had a friend of his. They actually got diagnosed with breast cancer. So we're actually doing a breast cancer awareness show. It's for a good cause. It's going to be outside in Macon, Georgia. And the deal is we're actually trying to help out somebody in need to try to raise some money. The undeniable Brian Blaze and Shane Marks are actually facing Southern Strong Style. And, you know, I'm actually looking forward to the match. Shane Marks, former Georgia Wrestler of the Year. J2 Strong should be a Georgia Wrestler of the Year.
well,
Prot to crop. One of the best people you can have around. And, you know, it does really crazy stuff that, you know, a man has a remarkable feat of strength. And Brian Blaze, you know what? Brian Blaze will probably kick my ass. I'm not going to lie. He's actually the PCW champion. And I respect the man from one champion to another.
One champ to another. Talk that champ talk.
I'm just saying, you got 2 right here, baby. You got 2 right here.
Yeah, 2 champs.
What's the date on that? And where is it
August 15th in Macon, Georgia.
What he said.
What's the open gate time? Do you know? What would
I think
it
it's around
6, 7?
Seven or eight.
Yeah, 7. And then
listen, I ain't seen the flyer. I know I keep sharing it, but I don't really look at the time.
Just share it.
I just know we need to be there by 5 o'clock. How about that?
Gotcha.
Okay. All I know is the merch table's going to be up. We're going to be raising some money. We're going to be getting some money. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm going to whip Bryce Cannon's ass. That's how it's going to go right there. Now, what other stuff you got going on, Jay? What are you doing in your wrestling life? What does J2 Strong do to get ready? Because things are coming back.
These are coming back. Listen. Jay's actually been looking into a little bit of acting.
Really?
J2 Strong's looking to be an actor. No, J2 Strong's about to go Hollywood.
You about to go Hollywood on him?
I'm about to go Hollywood too strong.
So you are about to blow up.
I'm about to blow up. Like I said, as soon as this, I'm going to sue this podcast. I'm going to sue it.
We don't even have any money.
I'm going to take everything in here. This whole...
He going to get all 11 viewers.
I'm suing.
Would you like to give more details on that before we wrap it up?
Or are you going to just leave that hanging?
I'm going to leave it hanging. Just look me up on Facebook, Instagram. That's where all the
what is your Facebook and Instagram and YouTube if you have a channel? What is it?
Facebook is JTWO Strong.
Okay.
Because people keep putting TOO. Numbers.
Got you.
You can market that better.
The thing is, the man is covered in 2s, and people don't understand.
How many 2s is that?
A lot.
That's like 2 2s times 2,
man. You
man.
gotta get a tattoo of a 2 somewhere.
I would love to. If I ever have a kid, I'll make like the little 2 marks right here. You get 2 kids.
Okay,
but
what's your Twitter, your Instagram, your YouTube?
Twitter is non-existent because Twitter.
You're like me. Let me guess. You're like me. You can't read.
I can't read, man. No, I
can't do Instagram.
My Instagram is the kid J2 Strong.
Is that 2? What is it? For life?
J2 Strong for life. JAY.
Make sure you hit
number 2.
J2 Strong on
the word strong.
You know what? We'll help everybody out. It'll be in the description on that.
No. I gotta say the full thing. It's JAY.
Okay.
The number 2.
Okay.
The word strong.
Okay.
The letter fall.
How many 2s is that?
That's the letter fall. The word life. I love that Instagram.
You can also follow your boy Handsome Herb at Handsomest Herb on both Instagram and Twitter. I'm starting another podcast as well eventually, so look out for that.
Yes, this man right here, he actually wants to help out people, give some little love back, try to help out and get spread some. What do you want? You want to talk about
Positive energy, bro.
Positive energy, man. You know what? We all need that right now.
And wisdom, but we'll get to that when it gets closer. Hit him with your social media.
You want me to hit him with it? Well, it'll be on the screen anyway. But
if you want to make some damn money, you better hit him with it.
You
Get
know
that
what?
money, Dutch.
It's Hold My Beer Hanson on Facebook. It's Hanson Beer Man on Instagram and Twitter. Almost Hold My Beer Hanson on OnlyFans.
Yeah, we gotta set that up for real.
No, I gotta make it.
We're gonna make it.
We're gonna make you. No, if we get 15 views on this, baby.
yo, you know what? If we can hit
15 views,
I promise you, if we hit 50 views, I'll
You know what? How about this? If we hit 100 views on
if we
this,
get 100 views,
I will open up OnlyFans.
We're gonna make Hanson have an OnlyFans. That's what we'll keep.
I will have one set of photos and not a single nude. Okay?
No, all nudes, man.
Only
All of
nudes?
them's gonna be only nudes, man. And then on the background, you're gonna get us in the background singing boom, boom.
You'll only know if you buy the OnlyFans. But the one thing is for sure, if this gets 100 views, Hold My Beer Hanson will make an OnlyFans.
Y'all don't work me into a shoot.
It's over. You can't say no now, man. You can't say no.
Jay, I've had a great talk.
Thank you for coming, bro.
I've enjoyed all of it. I have not enjoyed you one bit, you dirty snake in the grass.
You know what, you son of a...
You don't be talking to me like
No,
that.
you don't be talking to me.
Hey, let me do this. So, thank you for joining me. I'm Hold My Beer Hanson. I was with here, my boy, handsomest Herb, Jay Too Strong. Thank you, and you have a great day.
Boy!